Let's shift to the north. Another big team that made big splashes was the Toronto Maple Leafs. They made some moves acquiring Nick Foligno from the Blue Jackets, a 2021 first-round pick, and a 2022 fourth-rounder. You look at the Toronto Maple Leafs acquiring Nick Foligno. This is the captain of the Columbus Blue Jackets. He's so ingrained in that community. He's so well liked. He's so well respected around the league. He goes to a team where his father donned the Leafs sweater and had a remarkable highlight reel play that we all can remember during the playoffs. But, this had to have been a very challenging situation for Jarmo Kekalainen to ultimately decide to do. But he wants to win a Stanley Cup, Nick Foligno. So, Dom, your thoughts on going to a hockey hotbed from a city like Columbus for Nick Foligno. And I know he's played in Canada before, but what is he going to provide for this Leafs team? And how is it ultimately going to affect him as well up there?
Yeah, so obviously being from Toronto originally and having played for the Leafs on two separate occasions in my career, I can tell you that there's nothing kind of like the crucible of the playoffs in Toronto. And there has never been as high expectations as this season for that team. First place in their division. They're loading up, as you can see, for a long playoff run. That's their hope, including adding guys that, in case there's injuries, in the third, fourth round, Ace, that they've got what they need. They're really going all in here. For Foligno to come in, I think he's a really valuable piece. And for Columbus, a very difficult decision to make. Here's a team that has had their own playoff success over the last few years, knocking off the Tampa Bay Lightning 2 years ago. Really thought coming into this season they were ready to take the next step. Instead, it's a step back and a reset for them. So really disappointing for them. But I think it's a great opportunity for Foligno to be an important part. And they need the leadership that Foligno provides. They've got such a young team. Obviously, they brought in Jumbo, who's kind of an aging. They've got Manny Malhotra behind the bench as a chance to bring in kind of a veteran, into the room. But I think Foligno is a really important addition there.
Yeah, and before Ace, I get to you, just to add on to that, Dom, I did not mention the other moves of the day for the Leafs. They got Riley Nash as well from Columbus, and also David Riddick from the Flames. So, Ace, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to mention that, Katie. I'm glad that you mentioned that. But before I get to that point, Coach Tortorella said they needed a hard reset. He said that before this trade even happened, that he realized coming to the season with Pierre Dubois wanting out, they had to start fresh all over again. And I'm sure it was tough for the Columbus Blue Jackets to develop and draft a kid top 3, have him, nurture him, develop him. Then he's like, you know what? I've had enough of this. I want out of here. That was a tough blow to the organization. I don't think the Columbus Blue Jackets ever recovered from this regular season. So now they're bringing in different personalities and people, and it hasn't really meshed yet. And it got to the point where they had to send their captain to Toronto. Now, I've got my friends in Toronto blowing up my phone nonstop. My phone is on silent now because everyone's planning a parade on Yonge Street. That's the up and down Toronto thinking that they're going to win the cup. And if there's one year a Canadian team's going to challenge for a cup, it's this year. Because I'm sorry, fans of the North Division is the worst division in hockey right now. That's why you're seeing McDavid and Draisaitl, Matthews lighting up those teams like the Ottawa Senators, the Calgary Flames, the Vancouver Canucks. That division's brutal. I mean, it's still the National Hockey League, but it's not the same hockey that I'm watching the other 3 divisions south of the border. So the general managers there in Canada, they realize that. And they know that this is the time to go for it. Getting Riddick there, I think, was huge because Freddie Anderson's hurt. Soupy Campbell, Jack Campbell's going on a great run right now. But my sleeper team in Canada is the Winnipeg Jets. You're going to watch Pierre Dubois and Mark Scheifele going head-to-head with the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think those are the 2 teams that will come out of that division or go head-to-head in the final of that division. And the difference between the Jets and the Leafs, the Jets have Connor Hellebuck. And the Leafs don't really know who they have in net right now.
Yeah. And Winnipeg's going to get Blake Wheeler back in the lineup as well for that run, hopefully. So